We finally got it onto land, and now we need to just have it move right on out.
Right. Now we need to sweep it on out of here, and it is moving quick. You're right, Tisha. Need to get it out of here. It's going to be another 4 to 6 hours before, mainly about 6 hours, it'll be out of the state. But until then, especially areas east of the Triangle, east of Fayetteville, going to have some rough weather. You talk about the flooding. Flash flood warnings in effect now for many areas. Not necessarily a lot of reports of floods just yet, but we've had some heavy rain of an inch or so. Another 2 to 3 could fall. So the Weather Service being proactive here and issuing these flash flood warnings just to be on the safe side. And they go into effect now and then until 5:45. This one for Wayne County, Johnston County, Harnett County, Cumberland, and Sampson County. Includes Fayetteville, Goldsboro, and Smithfield too, Irwin and Dunn. Flash flood warning till 5:45. Another one just issued includes Wake County, Franklin County, Nash, Edgecombe, and Wilson counties. That's in effect until 6:15, including again Raleigh, Cary, Holly Springs, Wake Forest, all those areas. Not all those spots will see flash flooding, but that flash flood warning in effect until 6:15. If you live in an area that gets flash flooding when you get these heavy thunderstorms in the afternoon, evening hours, or widespread rains, you need to be on the lookout later tonight into the early morning hours tomorrow. Remember, never try to drive through a flooded roadway. Here's Isaias again making landfall. It's now well inland, or at least a few miles inland. It's north of Wrightsville Beach. They're now on the south side of the eye wall now around Oak Island, Brunswick County beaches back towards Wrightsville Beach. It's moving north-northeast at about 20-22. It's very broad center. The eye about 22-25 miles in diameter. Very, indistinct eye there. And it's in these bands of heavier rain right around the center where there are hurricane-force wind gusts. And because it's not going to weaken that quickly, it's moving fast. It's also got some other things going on with the jet stream. By tomorrow morning, as it races to the north and east over eastern North Carolina, it's into southeast Virginia, and the winds still near the center as high as 70 miles per hour. So it's along this track that there could be damage. There will be some damaging wind gusts, while areas just to the west around the Triangle, even back towards Fayetteville, they won't be quite as strong and not as damaging. Isaias back up into southeast Canada by the time we get into late tomorrow night into early on Wednesday. Here's another look. Only good news is that on the south side of the storm, the rains end very quickly. So once it goes by your neighborhood, your rains will shut off pretty quickly from south to north during the early morning hours. You see the track of it curving along the coast and now into southeastern North Carolina. This makes the 12th landfalling hurricane in August in North Carolina history. That ties it for third in states across the U.S. in a number of landfalling hurricanes during the month of August. Another dubious distinction. This is hurricane number 4 in 5 years that have impacted North Carolina, not necessarily all making landfall in the state, but most of them did. Matthew never really made landfall right in the state, but caused devastating floods. There's a closer look again, the rain coming down. First to our Doppler radar, you see some moderate rains now around the Triangle, Raleigh, Durham, back even to Chapel Hill, all of it pushing north-northwest around the center into Fayetteville too. Some moderate rain around Cumberland County into Harnett County, back towards Southern Pines, Lumberton too, Sampson County. The good news is we haven't had any tornado warnings just yet. They've been well to the east of us. Cross your fingers, it keeps up that way. The moderate rain's now beginning to push towards Henderson and Oxford as well. Lewisburg got the rain coming down. So far, the wind's not much of an issue. There's the tornado watch in effect. These are tornado warnings. There are 4 in effect now, but they're well to the east of us. That's been the trend. Most of these tornado warnings have been well east of the center. And the center is going to go right over this region along and east of 95, and hopefully it'll stay that way. Not wishing anything bad for our friends to the east, but we'd love to see that to stay tornado free here. There's been reports of some tornado damage on the south coast from some brief spin up tornadoes. The winds are starting to increase, gusting to 30 almost at Clinton. Still not bad, but they're going to go up fast in the next couple of hours. Goldsboro, Smithfield, your gusts to about 20 or 21. Wilmington, though, winds gusting to 60. Earlier, there was a gust to 74. This is just since midnight, a gust to 60. Beaufort, a gust to 56. And Jacksonville, a gust to 53 miles an hour. And there you see those other gusts, not quite so high, but that'll change. Some of these buoys, you see, this gust up to 65, 74 miles per hour just offshore. Cape Lookout, a gust to nearly 50 miles an hour. And as the storm moves